Welcome back to Thy Night Blaze, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. On the last episode, we took a trip out to Hope's Rest and found more information about inherited memories from M and N. Lots of stuff happened. Well, not a lot of stuff happened, but it gave context. On this episode, we are here, still, at the Agnes Castle region in Cadencia. We are going to be doing side quests. This marks the first episode into our epic, grand, long quest into talking to people and getting side quests. We can start with
familiar faces here.
Oh yeah, Izzard, you're an Agnian commander. We gonna get any more on that?
Out once everyone's ready.
Oh, eventually. We're going to
West Gate, right?
Wow, you guys are talking a lot. Gondor, we'll start by talking to Gondor. Why I'd get the feeling that you bunch of no-marks are gonna mess this little stunt right up. You want me to tag along? Gondor, you're dishing out a lot of these little digs lately. You got a skeeter in your slacks or something? Shut it, will ya? Gondor is feisty today. Let's talk to Seeker. Give Gondor a chance to sort out her britches. I don't know. Seeker. Oh, no, we're still getting more Gondor. Oh, it's you lot. What are you up to, Gondor? Well, this chump here was just saying he wanted to pick my brains about something. Have you met Seeker yet? Can't say that we have the pleasure. So what have you got for me, Seeker? Gotta be something big if you're daring to bother me, huh? That's right, ma'am. The thing is, people from the prison camp are getting ready to head back to the city right now. You're sending our guys back, huh? That's right, they more than earned it after spending year after year after year eating nothing but prison food. They deserve to go back and eat some fresh onions or a burrito. It's like the burritos here. Don't ask me to describe it's a crime that living things have to eat those burritos. Yeah, that's something to be welcomed, surely, if they're going home to the city. It is, for sure, but here's the rub. There are so many of them. We can't get them back with Levnish transports alone. So we're going to use a boat to get them to the Fairview Cape. Ah, I gotcha. You want me to get set up to bring them from there, right? Yeah, right. I've sourced the boat from logistics already. I guess you got the gist now, so I can leave the details to you? Darnie from the supply team's usually right on top of things. I'm sure she can fill you in when it comes to the finer points. Yeah, I'm good with all that, mate. But if anyone tries to mess with me, I reserve the right to mess them up. Deal? Gondor? It's not appropriate to just start destroying people with your fists. Try using words first, and if they don't immediately bow to your wishes, then you can break out the knuckle dusters. I don't fully trust this lot. Not yet. You understand, don't you, Dag? Yeah, painfully aware. Cheers. Even so, if you think of the pros and the cons, I'm sure you'll agree it's a good idea for you as well. You guys mind heading out there for me? Oh, I suppose we will. Looks like we got railroaded into that. Well, whatever. It should be easy enough. I'm sure that with so many capable hands on task, the job will get done in no time at all. Right, leaving it with you guys then. Going home. Well, I suppose we should focus on something today. Lots of people to talk to. Agnes, soldier, you don't even get a name. Everyone's fond of the infinity chart. What, the gate? This particular door brings back memories, Izzard. Well, I
really applied myself in training to become a model soldier.
Fair. I imagine so. Is that all we're gonna get? Model soldier? Well, you are stand-up soldier material for Agnes. There's a bunch of things to do. We also changed the classes back now that I don't have to worry about extremely long gauntlets full of Mobius fights. Now we can just worry about raising more of our things. More gossip. We're about the same altitude as the Great Sword, right? I hardly ever see any birds around. It's really quiet. Yeah, it is. When I was in prison, you could hear the waves sometimes. Those were rare moments of comfort. Yeah, that month was not a fun time. Oh, Ruggy Scruggy, he made it out of prison. That's incredible. Oh, and a chest. Can I take this?
Say,
isn't this valuable?
Mio, please don't anthropomorphize the loot crates. We'll never survive if we start anthropomorphizing the crates. Ruggy Scruggy. Ah, breathing air of freedom again. Simply bestest of things. Chance for earning more monies, too. Ruggy Scruggy thought luck was spent when bunged into jail. But now, have way to get mega profits. Trading with Agnes and City. Well, I'm glad you have your new business. And then what's this? This is the castle commissary. Castle soldier, can I get...
I suppose
What do you even sell? Headgear, headbands, bangles, gloves, metallic knee guards, feathers. They're extremely expensive, and I don't need to do it. Come back whenever you like. Wow, no, nothing. All right, well, we'll talk to more people. Oh, Suna. Suna wants to give me more information. Hello, Suna. Who'd have thought that we'd all be so busy after being liberated, huh? I guess we'll have to put off dealing with the warden's lot in the camp till later. It's probably for the best if you stayed away from the camp for the time being. If you go, it'll probably cause a real fuss.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Yeah, fussy. Let's talk about the ocean and then we'll continue on with this quest, I suppose.
Let's rest and heal up.
Yes, discuss. Give me... where are they? Wait, what? I had... Oh, I need to be at Inlet Camp. Okay. Why do they... Required heroes, Riku and Manana. Why do they both require Riku and Manana? That's... curious. We'll worry about more of that later. Okay, if that's a hero quest...
Let's be off.
If that's a hero quest, we're going to be doing something else, because I don't want to focus on a hero quest right now. Well, maybe. Maybe. We'll have to see. Let me go to the Cadencia region proper, because let me look at the map. Let me look at the map of Cadencia. We can just work our way backwards. Are there anything for us? That's going home. We can do that side quest, I suppose. Then that's the main story. We won't be getting to that for a while. Are there any side quests? It doesn't look like there are any side quests. Alright, that's good. Well, I suppose we can do this. Where is this? Mullah's Depot? Can we get... Actually, hold the phone. Okay, if we're gonna do that, we can go to the Cadencia region, but I want to take the transport ship because that will give us access, I believe, to an area we haven't been to yet. Get out of my way. How dare you just phase into existence. Agnes Soldier. Ma'am, we would like to board the transport ship. We'll be heading to Mullah's Depot in the Cadencia region. All passengers should board through here. Board we shall. Hopefully not board as in you're boring me, but like boarding. Like a plane. Moving on. Swiftly transitioning through this loading screen, please. I said swiftly. Swiftly through the loading screen. Why is it taking forever? Oh, Xenoblade. Loading so much. Oh, here we go. Finally. Mullah's Depot. Hopefully, we'll be able to get to places. I'll talk to you and then we'll continue, because I don't want to make an episode just solely talking to people named Grover. Since I got assigned to the inspection branch, I've had the chance to see a lot of colonies. We've been taking a hard line against rule violations and impropriety, making sure that each colony abides by the castle's will. I've always thought of it as a job that's really worth doing, you know? Meaningful. The activities of all departments are on hold right now, though. Can't really put my talents to good use. Looks like I'm gonna have to reconsider the meaning of life. Wow. Friends? Talk about a guy who is so dedicated to his job that nothing else matters. We are not going back to the prison anytime soon. Eventually. Later. Let's... Why is that one so close? I thought it was in a different location. Either way, this is the docks that we passed on our very first way going, like, to the cliffs. Like, there's a bridge over there, and we passed underneath the bridge. This is the depot. Whoa, camera, please cooperate. How we get down that doesn't involve, you know, completely and utterly shattered kneecaps. Oh, I think someone has the right idea of it. Oh, well, okay, we can do this. If we break our kneecaps, I blame Tyon, because Tyon was the one who went down here. There's probably an elevator and probably easier ways, but if there are, it's a harbor, Senna. It's the funicular approach. This is where they store the boats. I think our dredge is somewhere. Dredge? Our boat. Where? Bravery? Endurance? Hope? I don't remember the name of that ship. Either way, this is apparently where we're supposed to go. So we're at the harbor, and there are people to talk to, like Darnie and Corey. Oh, Brenda, how are you doing, Brenda? Oh, so much to do and so busy with it. What about Dana? I remember you guys from the prison. We got quite a bit to take care of with the preparations here. Did you hear anything from Darnie yet? We'll talk to Corey in the harbor. I'm all rushed and hustled off my feet with getting ready right now. Cool, everyone's ready to go. Darnie, what's the holdup? We came here with some instructions from Seeker. This is about the boat, right? I'm going forward with the preparations now. Is there anything we need to do or can even offer to help with? Well, actually, yeah. Could you open the floodgate? We've got our hands full getting ready for launch right now. Last minute checks and all that. You'll find a panel for it in the control facility. The former prisoners are all waiting in the harbor. If that's all we need to do, we'll be done in no time at all.
We've made some new friends.
There's one over there. Oh, lovely. All right, well, that's just a hop, skip, and a jump to the other side of the harbor. That's no problem at all. Although, I just remembered my promise to people. We should talk about the story at some point. I do want to talk about everything that happened. And I feel like the best way to get my thoughts in order is to speak about things chronologically. From the start with N and, well, the at that point original Noah and Mio. Okay, hold on. Let me press this button first, get this little thing out of the way, and then I'll preface my thoughts. Interact. Press the big red button, please. Or, well, the slightly reflective square button / fingerprint biometric scanner. Those dials look really dirty. You should probably, clean it up. Going home, either way. We'll talk to Seeker, not Seeker. Dorney? Can we just, go for a swim? It's probably, well earned at this point that we, use a bath. Several months in prison, well, not months, but, several weeks, 1 month in prison is probably not conducive to, freshly scented soldiers. Alright, Darnie, we're here. We press the button, open the floodgates. I don't suppose you could have had, radio communications with anyone over there just to, hey, can you guys press the button? It's just super quick. It's right there. Oh, it's already getting sunset. Lovely. Darnie, we did it. Okay, so the floodgate is open now, as you can clearly tell by the open floodgate. Thanks a million for that. It's a massive help. So is everything good now? Well, technically, no. It would be the lost number's benefit, not ours, but... Oh, yeah? Oh, it's Gondor. She's back. Well, it's not something I asked for, I can tell you that. What are we talking about? Have I missed something? What you been up to? It's been 20 minutes, Senna. I have not gotten up to anything new. Aginagi needed me for some junk, so who put in the request for the lost numbers then? That would be me. Oh, it's Dana. Yes, ma'am, Gondor. I put in the request. What, the heated seats and in-flight peanuts? You, Dana? Well, what's the story then? What do we gotta do now? I'd like you to clear out the monsters from Farview Cape. Oh, of course. If we're bringing everyone back, it could get pretty hairy if there are monsters there. Of course, it's our pleasure. Why don't you fight for yourself, though? Because, lost numbers. Much more competent. Well, not that much more competent. Well, not really more competent at all, because Ouroboros and all that. But still, trust me, I'll be hot on your trail with the lot from the prison camp in tow. Understood. So I'll leave it up to you. I'm sure it won't present a major problem for the likes of you. Suffering from malnutrition and starvation that we are. This is still part of our recovery exercises. Yeah, Dana's a real smart cookie, alright. She takes care of her own job and nothing else. Well, if that's the situation, let's get out there and handle those monsters. And handle those monsters we shall. Where is my boat? Has my boat mysteriously made it over here? My boat, can I do a thing? Can I just skip travel exactly where we are and get the boat back? I opened the floodgates, so the autopilot should be able to bring it into the docks. Would you look at that? Incredible. But now I suppose is as good of a time, pardon the lack of language and mispressed buttons, that'll happen a lot throughout this series and every other series I do. But I should preface the fact that before I fully get into my thoughts on all of the story and a recap or whatever, all of this is prefaced by the fact that I have not played or know anything about Futures Redeemed, the DLC, the big story DLC for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So any of the potential story revelations or new details is not going to be present within my knowledge base, because I'm waiting until the end of this series, until I'm done with the main story at the very least, to do the DLC. So it'll be a blind playthrough for everyone involved. Well, for me at the very least. So if there's new context given to events, I don't know it. Let's just get into this mini thoughts on my fair warning. My thoughts are going to be varied and nonsensical, because I am not good at parsing language that isn't scripted. As you might be able to tell from watching this video. Just get on with your thoughts. I'm curious. I'm curious to hear what you say. Well, prepare to be disappointed. So we know that M and M, I will refer to them as always as M and M, because as the Candy Bros, because they are going to be, you know, it would be confusing to talk about them as Mio and Noah, but that, you know, M and N, just that's who they are. Man, we got here so quickly. Either way, so we know that they've always been a part of, you know, like the cycle of rebirth, because, you know, they've got the marks, you know, the motes of light, like all of that happens. Although Vandam turned into motes of light, and he's not part of the Mobius cycle. So I mean, there are things. Either way, we can just fight all of these monsters. There's going to be no challenge. I'll let the auto battle handle it while I talk about M and N. N and M. We should probably reverse that order so it doesn't sound like I'm saying either the name of a candy or the rapper. The candy's rapper. Moving on. So they had a kid, which is extremely interesting, because I imagine, again, knowing nothing about Futures Redeemed, that's going to be a huge plot point about Futures Redeemed. Because still, knowing nothing about that, my thoughts about what it could be about, which is probably going to be invalidated. Oh, shut up, all of you. Here, fight all of these Menduzas. I apologize for the lack of organization in my thoughts. They've always been a mess. Can you just draw the attention of a bunch of enemies all at once, please? Here, get the attention of this Blant. That'll give us, like, 3 enemies to work with. So, like, we know they lost to Zed. N did originally, like, over and over and over again, like, all of the times, based on those memories that we saw, that he always lost, right? Man, this is not coherent in the slightest. It's really late at night, and I don't have my thoughts together. I probably should have prepared more. Varmine Blants. The ultimate plan when the series is done. This is such a mess of commentary. I'll only talk about all of the cutscenes in this episode, so we can just be like, oh, okay, he's still talking about cutscenes. Skip this side quest focused episode. So I would not blame you in the slightest.
Make me yawn myself to death?
Oh, shut up, Lance. Fight more Menduzas. Menduz. Are you guys good? Just go? Either way, we've learned a lot. Although one thing I do have some concrete thoughts on. Originally, my first playthrough of the game, I was extremely, well, not extremely, but I was, like, confused. It went over my head a little bit about one of the, like, plot holes, contrivances that I thought existed in the game is, we'll learn eventually at some point that, like, when you become a Mobius, like, you naturally exit stage left on the Mobius stage. Like, you're removed from that cycle of rebirth, right? Like, as a Mobius, you're removed from that cycle. So one thing that I always thought was confusing at the time was, if M and N both became Mobius, how do Mio and Noah even exist, right? Like, if M and N were removed from that cycle, how do they exist? And then it was in this playthrough when I had that not a realization, but I actually, like, going back and playing through the story again, the little line where Noah and Neo, like, overlooking Hope's Rest said, oh, where are their intentions, right? Like, their intentions to, like, fight Mobius and save the world. It's like, that's us. That's why, that's what we are. And it's like, that makes a lot more sense to me that Neo and Noah are not necessarily like the original M and N. Like, they're not the original forms, I should say. That they're like new, quote unquote, that I should say. Not sure that's an accurate statement, but it's it puts it into perspective how I don't know. Oh, this, I am sincerely sorry that my thoughts are literally everywhere. This commentary is nonsensical to the extreme. If you want real commentary, go check out my Stardew Valley playthrough. That's a lot more coherent because I can talk about simple story. Or just mute my commentary. That would be easier for everyone involved. Either way, I plan to release, when this series is done, like an actual comprehensive review of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, where I can actually put all my thoughts in order about, like, actually, you know, stuff that's actually, you know, relevant to the story. Man, this commentary, it is a 10 out of 10 English. This is what I went to school for, like, top tier talking ability. Fine, please give me well-written story to talk through, please. It's a pretty strange old feeling, ain't it, to think we'll be heading back to the city. All Corey in the house, and it's all thanks to you, Brenda, how's it been, Brenda? Hope you've helped with the medusas. Actually, it wasn't all that hard to take care of the preparations. I reckon I'm about due to have a really good long think about the future. Yeah, that's wise, I think. Probably want to get your affairs in order after having a decade and a half spent in a prison. I imagine you want, you know, like a hot shower, some good food, and then like a nap in a real bed. Aren't you gonna board the boat then? I'm gonna head back to Agnes Castle. Got a ton of stuff to handle since Anton's copped it. He was a really serious person, you know. I feel like I need to do as much as I can of what he left undone. I suppose I can understand that. Can you guys go with them? No telling what might pop up during transit. We got it. We'll take good care of them until we get to where we're going, to the city. All right, they're in your hands now. And I suppose if we are actually going to the city...
So that's how they're doing.
Yeah, they're doing fine. It would be a wonderful transition to do stuff in the city, because there's not a lot or anything really to do in Cadencia for us, so that's good. Yeah, preparations are complete. We're ready to go. Take us to the city. Wow, look at this beautifully animated cutscene. The ship, it's taking off, even though the thrusters are behind it, and, you know, like, there's no way to get vertical thrust from those engine positions. I really need to talk to Monica and her engineers about how these things fly, because horizontal thrust should not give vertical liftoff. It does not work like that. That's not how these ships work. Either way, we're moving on. Why are we going up? We need to be going down. Oh, lovely loading screen. Don't you just love long loading screens? I know I do. Oh my god, we're only 23 minutes into these. I'm recording this very late at night, and I'm like, I should not have serious conversations about all of the topics. Either about the story. I'll let the story speak for itself. It's far more articulate than I am and I could ever dream of being. It's much easier for me to talk about things as they're happening rather than, you know, deep, concise thoughts, because it's just outside of my wheelhouse so late at night. I should, like... Can I skip this? This is taking forever to just land. Again, there's no horizontal, there's no vertical thrust. Why? I need the logistics. Oh, lovely. Back in the city. Maybe we can do a bunch of city quests. Home sweet home. Can we get like an update on Romero's love life? Back in the city at last. Here we are, back in the big juicy broccoli. Huh? That must be a city expression because that is beyond my comprehension skills. I do not know what broccoli is. Thank you. We only made it back here because of you. Well, you know, that's what we do. It was because you hung in there for 15 years in that prison. You made it here because you never gave up when it got tough. Yeah, I guess you're right. We are pretty amazing. We'll be seeing you. Have fun with, probably reintroducing yourself to society. Because that's what happens when you come back from prison. Just look after Gondor and the rest of us, won't you? For the rest of us. Yeah, we got you. Not like Gondor is a woman who would ever allow herself to be looked after. Quest complete. Can we do some stuff in the city? Because there's a lot to do.
There's been a change in colony relations.
Has there? Let's go... Oh, get some gossip, I guess. What do you think young Julieta has been up to lately? Oh my god, actual Romero gossip. Yes. I've been seeing her around town a lot, and now that you mention it, she's probably been meeting up with her lover, I'd say. Ooh, secret midnight trysts. Trysts. That is a word that I don't know how to pronounce. Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I said it right in one of those attempts. We need to find more gossip. Oh, and look at all of these people to talk to. Oh my gosh. No, we're not getting any books. How many books do you need, child? Where are we going? Go to one of these quests, and if we have gossip on the way, that would be fortuitous. Cool, there is a question mark. Let's get this question mark. Give. Oh, there's no one around. That means it's either going to be something interesting. Oh, no, it's a dead body. Monica, you have corpses in your remembrance halls. Quick, Uni, we need your healer expertise. Are you alright? Uni, I don't really think that's the question to be asking. I think you just need to, emergency first aid. It's my chest. It kind of hurts to breathe. Oh, wait a sec. I've got a gun. I will shoot you in the chest. I'll blow out your sternum with this heal bullet. And I call it group heal. Smack you over the head with my healy stick. It looks like it's still hurting. Did it not work? If arts aren't having any effect, we should bring her to the medical facility. The doctor will know what to do. Lance, sling her over your shoulder. Noah, grab her feet. We've got this. Although Hollis, we saw Hollis in the market.
Making new friends.
Well, it's really close by, so I suppose that's good at the very least. I hope someone is carrying her, because otherwise we have just left her there. Oh, no, Hollis must have made his way back. Good for him. This again? How many times do I have to tell you this, woman? You are not allowed to fake your symptoms to get free drugs. I see through your guise. Have you seen it before? Yeah, she does this every other Wednesday. It's, just something we have to deal with. Since the city's moved location, the people have had to attune to a completely new environment. Altitude sickness and all that. Patients keep being rushed in because their bodies are weakened by the change. Oh, Monica, we haven't seen you in like a decade. Oh, hey, Monica, how you doing? How's it hanging? I didn't realize there were so many patients. You seriously didn't expect that this would happen? Obviously, I understood that we had to move to avoid being wiped out by Mobius, but moving to a new whole place 20,000 metri below ground level? That's enough of that. Everyone, would you have preferred incorporeal, just black fog reduced corpses? Because that's what we would have had. I know the remedy. As long as we get the medicine, everyone will be right as rain. Wishful thinking. What, are you just gonna not get the medicine? Everyone needs to suffer, is that it? I'll send for extra medical supplies. Let us know what you need. I will, thank you. Oh, at least you're doing something, you useless individual. Right then. Is there anything we can do to help out, Doc? You can catch the local pussycat that's been running around the halls. We really need to get rid of that. It's, there are some patients who are allergic to cat hair, and it's causing a real mess. Just, catch it and throw it into, put it in the canteen. People in the canteen love the cats. They can survive. If patients keep coming in at the current rate, we won't be able to provide medical attention. Enough medicine either. Could you gather some egg seeds? Pardon? Egg seeds. Why would you name them that? Egg seeds. You put seeds in the ground and they grow eggs? Heavy pomegranates I can understand because they're just real big pomegranates. And then that whole, oh, pardon me, Hades and Persephone thing, the pomegranates from Legends. We'll throw them into the underworld for half of the year, 2 of the 4 seasons. You'll find them in the Cadencia region. Oh, lovely, a reason to go back to Cadencia. Oh, and Rockadori root as well. That's indigenous to Lavi Sandbar. If you could prepare 20 of each. Oh boy, I have missed collectathons. We'll be back with the goods quick as you like. Sorry about this all. No reason to apologize at all. We would not have offered if we didn't want to do collectathons. We'll get that cat as soon as we can, Professor. Dr. Professor Patrick. Dr. Professor Hollis. We only have 2 egg seeds, 1 heavy pomegranate. Oh, that is going to be a collectathon for the future, evidently. What about that other one? Oh, that's that other one by the grate. Alright. Oh, gossip. Lovely. It's been so hard for Gray's wife, having to wait for him to return. Gray? I feel for her. Gray's always leaving her behind to go on missions, risking life and limb for the city. Should probably do something about that. Gray's autonomy. Gray's anatomy. He has a doctor's profession. Our son's home now. Good for you. I'm glad everything is working out. Let's try and find that. I believe to get that one, we have to take a roundabout way of going around, because oh, look at all of these stars above people's names. One of these days, I am just going to go between episodes and just talk to people, and then like supercut everything in like a quick second. More gossip. Have you seen what Mobius did to the Great Sword? How on Ionios are we supposed to go toe-to-toe with that? Well, Ouroboros has already destroyed one. I believe we could take them down with the Ouroboros' help, but now I think we might very well be better hiding hiding for our lives. I would not be concerned. We've destroyed one Annihilator, we could destroy a second. Especially since we've, occupied the castle. Although maybe we turn it to our own advantage. Rosanna, we're going to talk to you. Did you all come from the Etir region by chance? Yeah, we did, that's right. Did you happen to bump into my husband? He's a deadbeat. He said he was heading off towards Milik Meadows. Did we?
We made some new friends.
Foreshadowing. Keep Rosanna in mind. We'll be talking to her. Oh, the ladder. That's where we're going, I think. No, that's over there. We need to get to a place. How? Can I have the area map, please?
We've been to quite a few places now.
We need to go right over there. Okay, I understand the path that we need to walk to get even more gossip. I'll tell you what, it's quite something to see Romero going around with a frown. My gosh, more Romero gossip. Give me the deets. It certainly is, considering he was banging on for months about how he was getting married. He got the pebble, but he still, didn't really get the pebble. We took him to get the pebble, and he couldn't even do that. So as much as I like the guy, he's probably a bit touched in the head. Now we can finally climb this illustrious ladder. Mio, your hair is going crazy. And yes, we did pick the long hair, and we're never changing it. Although I suppose I should mention, I can't open my menu on a ladder. If you want to do, don't walk off the edge. If you want to do the blasphemous choice, I believe if you go into system and then into options and then game, Mio's hairstyle, yes. You can technically freely change the hairstyle between short and long, but to preserve the sanctity of my choice, I will maintain the long hair. So it's good for the weak-willed individuals who are like, oh, but it's time for some short hair. I like the long hair infinitely more. It's a way to keep M's memory alive and kicking. It's like this, because this isn't actually Mio's original body. This is M's body after all. Like the body that did go into the homecoming was Mio's body. Like that hasn't changed. The only thing that changed in that little exchange was M and Mio's spirit, soul, conscience. Their mind was what shifted. Oh, the sloppy stockpile. That's where we are. So it wasn't actually, like Mio keeping her body. This is M's body, so that's an interesting little fact, because obviously the one like the Mobius bodies, they're not confined to the 10-term rule. They've been here for a long time. And this is how we're finally here. This is how you get to this question mark. You have to go all the way around, climb a bunch of ladders, and then get up here. And then, oh boy, yay, cutscenes. Or, well, not cutscenes. Children. Gigi asking big ask here. Friends in, please don't rope the children of the city into, nefarious dealings. Monica would literally have our hide if, we allowed this to. We need to step in. Of course, Shiner, you in? I guess. Maybe we could try asking someone. We are here. You may ask us anything. Can we help you? Oh, Ouroboros. You're celebrities. Can I have your autograph? What do you guys say for a treasure hunt? Because we're about to go on one. Wait, what? Now? Yeah, right now. But I warn you, it's pretty hard. We're just looking for more people to join in, too. But this special treasure hunt, only kids can play. Well, I mean, we're technically less than 10 years old, all of us. So, I mean, does that... Our bodies may be taller, but we are children at heart. Why does that matter? They're the term soldiers. They're probably less than 10. Who cares as long as we're all having fun either way. Anyway, right? Don't be such a stick in the mud. Remove that stick from your Nopon secret pouch and let them join. Anyway, you made it and you're a grown-up, aren't you? So it's fine. Gigi is cut too quick. Gigi not even 30 years old. Not that old. Well, if you need us that much, we'll help. We do. It'll be so embarrassing if we can't solve the clues. And there are so many. Please. Fine, you've twisted our arms. We'll help a little bit, okay? We wouldn't want to solve every clue instantaneously. Our very tall brains know all knowledge. Ah, thank you so much. Well, you're welcome, small children. Oh, very well. Gigi, explain rules. These clues lead to 3 boxes which all are in city. Each person follow 1 clue and bring box back here, okay? What exactly are these boxes? Appearance and form is different for each of other box. Appearance and form is different each from other. Okay, that's a parsing sentence. Everything else is trade secret. But they're all marked with an X. Ah, X marks the spot. I am familiar with this city tradition. It's good that you marked them, otherwise we'd be stealing people's boxes left, right, and center. Team of Ouroboros get this clue. At foot of 15 lights. What is that meant to be? It's a clue, duh. I don't get it all, though. What a faff. Okay, so what does foot mean? Well, it can either be a unit of distance, typically between the length of your shoulders, a little less, depending, well, not Lance, because Lance is very broad, the distance between Mio's shoulders, and it's also the appendage that various creatures walk upon. Some have more than 2, other people only have 1, depending on how battle-weathered they are. Is the box at the bottom of something? Well, I mean, if it was at the bottom of something, it would say the rear, because that's what bottom, rear, that's the polite way of referring to it. Uni, please move on from this. And then there's the 15 lights. We just need to find something that's very bright. It's a lot of light sources, and theoretically, if we search at the bottom of it, we should find something. Glad to know that you can parse through simple logic, Tyon. You save those brain for own clues. It takes some time, so get to solving. Solving now, sir. Yes, sir. Computing computations. Definitely gonna find it. Yeah. Well, those kids are as excitable as ever. We better get to searching for ours too, I guess. Let's try and find some lights that fit the bill. And fit the bill we shall. Let's end this episode with this quest, because sure, why not?
We've made some new friends.
And we can unlock this door, because this door is now unlocked and we can get in here much easier. That's not 15 lights, that's only 3. These are staircases. Where we need to find the brightest thing in the city.
We've made some new friends.
Is that one over there? No, that's just one.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Well, those are single lantern light over headlights things. There's like 6 or 7 of them, not 15. So, not over by the remembrance stones. What about this one? This is pretty close by. No, that's only 1. That's not even close to 15, unless you count like all of those above it. But like, I do not. Although I suppose it's right here. There's no X marked on this. This doesn't seem to be the right one. Well, I am glad you have simple problem-solving skills. Let's take this ladder up and get to some high ground, because, you know, as the general once said, I have the high ground, and then he proceeded to win, because that is an automatic win condition. If you ever are in a fight of any nature, just go for the high ground, because that is... Wow, that's a lot of lights. Would you look at that? There's probably 15 bars. Good on you, Mio, for going exactly where you need to go, as if you had some kind of precognition, as if you've done this before. M probably did this before. She found this in the original city. She's done all of these quests. If we have foreknowledge about these things, we can blame Mio and M's knowledge. It has an X on it and everything, so it must be the box that we're after. Don't look directly into the lights, they'll blind you. The foot of 15 lights. Please move the camera. So at the bottom of where there are 15 lights, there's a box with an X, just like the clue said. It was very straightforward. Looks like it. Now let's get back to Rebelli Plaza then. Cross-stamped box. Incredible. Is there anything up here for us? Can we, you know, is there any loot? Give me rooftop loot. Is there anything over here? What's the point of coming out here? Where am I? Oh, we're outside of Michiba Canteen. Well, I suppose that's helpful. Where are we going? All the way over there. Can we just skip travel over there? Well, we can get closer. Let's go to this city camp, because that'll be helpful. Although, if I remember correctly, that this particular quest is rather long. So we're probably not going to finish this quest today. But we'll do this start of it at the very least, I suppose. I had a thought. I just had a thought. Let me finish this side quest up and then we'll hope if we can remember what my thought was. All boxes are found. Everyone worked very hard. Well done. Oh yeah, we rock and we roll, cause we're Ouroboros, the infinite snake. I must have run around half the city trying to find mine. So what happens to the boxes now? Now is open boxes and enjoy contents. Fortnite skins and nothing but. Senna, how would you like to learn how to floss? Open the boxes, open the boxes. I really need to get the dab emote. I would love to dab on Monica. Each box was opened. The demons and evil spirits of the world have been unleashed. Pandora is pleased. Hang on, there's notes in here. Let me see. 2875-6. Memory house. Capped. That's all of them. So then this is another clue. This one's even harder to get than the last one. That's why you have to find all of them in it, put them together, and they mean something. Look, join them up like this. Capped memory house? What, like snow capped? But what would this memory house be? Could be the Memorial Hall. But what's above there? A road? Wait, I know, I got it. It's the Calum Residential Quarter. It has to be. I've heard they've got spare places to stay up there. What? Oh, San, you're so clever. That must be it. Right, so what's this 2875-6 number then? Some kind of coordinates to this residential quarter or something? Could be the flat number. Nah, I don't think there are that many flats. What if we move it around in the message? It probably not that complicated. Probably? I thought you were the one who designed these clues. Meh. But then who did? Gigi not at liberty to... Oh, I've got it. It's a key code. I bet the flat's got a door where you have to punch in a number to open it. That has to be it, Shiner. How are you so amazing? It's because I'm a genius. Heh. I've got genius level intellect there, baby. In that case, it looks like we've somehow stumbled across our second answer. Gigi already saw these very special clues. Gigi unable to solve by self, cause Gigi a moron. But Gigi know you capable of solving. The brain power of children should never be underestimated. Of course we can. Let's see if we were right. To the flats at the top of Memorial Hill. Shiner! Away! He flies away. He can levitate. He is Zed in disguise, the king of all Mobius, searching for clues left behind by children. Well, I've got no sparking idea who set this all up. It's a plot from Mobius. Let's keep playing along for now. Gigi's clearly at a loss without us. At a loss without us, as lost as we are. Oh, if we must, we really need to be doing more important things, but I am not one to let a mystery leave itself unresolved. Mysteries aren't going to solve themselves. Give me the contents of this container.
Let's just sneak a peek.
Say, isn't this valuable?
As long as you're not anthropomorphizing, everything is good. My thought. I remembered that I had a thought, and I remember what that thought was. I'm probably going to elongate these side quest focused episodes. Probably the normal length is probably, about here, around 45 minutes, because that's how long I've been recording for. But like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to make them a bit longer so we can get through more and more side quests. So we'll see how things turn out. Open the door and enter the door. We've opened the code and it's empty. It's a storage closet. Oh my god, can we get the broom closet ending? I would absolutely love if Mobius kind of just dropped dead from boredom and we just sat staring at piles and piles and piles, metric tons of duct tape. Would you look at that? It really worked. But there's nothing here except for a copious amount of duct tape and cleaning detergent. Why is there so much cleaning detergent? Is this like the entire city supply of cleaning detergent? And why are there so many mops? All of these mops. I don't think that's quite right. Look, see, this particular rivet is undone. That means if we unscrew the rest of these rivets, we can climb down into the vents into a secret compartment and locate the treasure of the city. Mio, are you okay? That sounds a bit sus. Wanting to vent. Are you sure you're not still M in disguise? There's a note. Oh, okay. Well, point out the obvious then. Return to the founder, bringing tribute. Meh. It's the next clue. How many of these are there? Oh my goodness. Gigi think this last one. How can you be sure about that? Because Gigi no answer of clue. I think I know it too. Founder must mean like the statues of the founders, right? It's relatively straightforward, only one extra letter. That not correct. Founder mean person who start thing. So it person who make a clues. It point to friend of Gigi. But what about this tribute thing? That easy. Oh, excuse me. It thing that is favorite thing of founder. And founder like Torpedo wrap. Oh my god. Any connoisseur of nice burritos is a friend of mine. Colony 4, I was about to say 30. Colony 4 has the best anti-cannibalism burritos in the world. We still need to get that recipe. Santa's been kind of, staring at Gigi. It's those glasses. They, entice her. Oh, this is just grocery shopping. Oh, trust me, my tiny friend. It is more than just grocery shopping. These are torpedo burritos. Real question behind this is difficult question that Gigi not able to answer. What is secret ingredient of Colony 4's anti-cannibalism burritos? Giggles need help of everyone to solve this mystery. We need to get that recipe. We can do it. We still want to get the treasure. Oh, we'll do it easy peasy. We just need to find a way to infiltrate. Word on the street is that their commander isn't near, so it should be easy to sneak into the kitchens and loot their secret safe of the recipe. Oh, trust me, my tiny friends. It would not be as easy as you think. You think we're gonna leave you high and dry? We're totally getting that secret recipe. Oh, Gigi, very grateful. Really need that recipe. First, we need torpedo wrap from best torpedo wrapsmith, Gigi no. Gigi no. The door. Oh my god, we're just staring forlornly at the door. Please, let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Okay, we need to go to the other side of the city to get a sandwich because we are very hungry. Solving... Oh, gossip. Oh, don't we just love gossip? So you know how they carted that Vandam person and that Doyle person to the medical facility at once? What do you think happened then? That Vandam person? Given that House Rhodes is a neutral party, I'm sure they would have saved them
I
both.
should write this all down.
That said, I'd wager some trouble is afoot. What are you talking about? The only Vandams that we know is Monica and Gondor, and that's, Gondor is back at the castle doing perfectly fine because, you know, if anything was strong enough to take down Gondor, I think the world would just about end. And I mean, Monica is, you know, Monica. Harmonica. Torpedo Rapsmith. This is the place Gigi told us to go. Get your freshly made torpedo wraps here, fresh from the Colony 4. Sweet or salty, choose your topping. Vinegar, mayonnaise, fresh chicken.
I suppose I should try and be thrifty.
Buffalo? No, Mio. I understand the need to be thrifty, but when it comes to food, you need to. We have nearly $400,000, and these torpedo wraps are only 100. We are going to buy only one. I want to buy 1 million of them. Please let me buy more. Can I sell you? Here, I sold you a springy Medu's ball because, you know, we got it half off. In exchange for this torpedo, half off, you may have this ball of Medu's slime. Enjoy. They put the slime on the next wrap and call it a concoction. I got this idea from Ouroboros. They just paid me in slime, and I'm like, this is probably the best idea I've ever had. I'll put this on a sandwich. This should be fine, right? It's the newest concoction. Incorrect. 1 extra sweet plumage honey torpedo wrap, please. There you go. Thank you. Thank you kindly for buying my wraps. I didn't even know they did them like this. What is this honey substance that you speak of? This only available on specials menu. It's very sweet and very tasty. But one you just bought, also tasty. Gigi would like you to savor. Split it in 1/8 for everyone to enjoy. You could have told us that earlier, we would have bought more. To miss out on the toppings is a grievous blow indeed. And he's still on about the food. Why would you be on anything other than the food? This is entirely... Oh, look at all those burritos on the stand. Oh, I want to eat them so badly. I'm so hungry. It's too late to eat some food. If I eat some food now, I'll have weird dreams. Everything ready. So where is this founder person anyway? Near to here. At top of back alley steps. Oh, we're going into the back alleys. I hope we don't get accosted by anyone looking for torpedoes. The unsavory torpedoes, because nothing is worse. Gigi, what are you doing? Get back here. City changed location so suddenly. 5 plates break in home of Gigi. Gigi asked Ortiz for compensation, but they yelled, 100 plates break back here. All Gigi get is shouted at, no money. But somebody always works for wares, yes? So Gigi feel much sorry and help up tidy big mess. Wow, that's the first time we've spoken to Gigi to get their infinity. Michiba Canteen, can we just... Oh, Monica's in here. Harmonica, can we get a song? You did really well out there. The result's even better than I could have hoped for. In my wildest expectations. We may have exposed the city to some danger, but the rewards far outweighed the risks. You even smashed the castle's flame clock. That's hard to credit. Well, you know, Ouroboros. We can get the job done even if we get, you know, thrown into prison for a month. And, you know, technically watch our beloved friend die. Please, Mio. I know you have trouble with the coordinate. Okay. Go very slowly and then climb the ladder. Thank you. I know purity is stored in the hair. You'll get that reference if you watch my other series. But balance is stored in the cap, and you have a very small cap, which means your coordination is shot to all heck. Is this where we're going? It's a very small door. Where's the tribute? Here, as desire, extra sweet plumage honey torpedo wrap. Perfect. Oh my god, it's a third, smaller child. What are you doing here, smaller child? Hello, General Kenobi. It's nice to meet you. More children to add to the collection. That came out very wrong. Who are you people? Who are all you people? We're a collection of nematodes, and we're here for your Krabby Patties. We also, as a side hustle, solve clues. Kiki make introduction. This is creator of Treasure Hunt. I don't want to deal with nematodes. Wait, please. Gigi understand. Azalea always looking outside here. Azalea go out at nighttime and play alone. What Azalea really want is not torpedo wrap, even though Azalea desperately does want Torpedo Wrap, and that is why we bought it. It's friends to play with. No, I don't need friends. I have Torpedo Wraps. I never eat them. I just like to put them on a shelf and stare at them as they slowly decompose. Well, you know, as much as a Torpedo Wrap can decompose, they don't actually ever spoil. It's very strange. I have one from 1600 years ago, and it's looked the same. It got a tiny bit stale, but like whatever preservatives they put in the sauce. I think Azalea is going on a tangent. Can we interrupt? Please, we don't need to talk about your Torpedo Wraps that never spoil. Something's eating you up, isn't it? And it's not the Torpedo Wraps. What was it that happened? Well, like I said, the Torpedo Wraps, I just like to look at them. What are you thinking about Torpedo Wraps? Will you tell me? The Torpedo Wraps, I keep telling you, it's the Torpedo Wraps. Please, I need help. I have an obsession. If I'm alone, I can't get any more lonely than this. I have drawn so many googly eyes on all the Torpedo Wraps. I've named them all. This is Jerry, that's Jerry 2, that's Sandra, that's Donnie and Johnny and Sammy. Mom got ill and died. I fed her a Torpedo Wrap, and then, you know, she kind of just went to sleep and never woke up. It's why I've never eaten the Torpedo Wraps. I've just stared at them, trying to figure out what went wrong. I hate being left behind. The Torpedo Wraps, they're eternal Torpedo Wraps. That's why I always collect them. They never leave me. That's a sad goodbye to make. At least you have Torpedo Wraps. My mom passed away as well, so I know how you feel. None of us ever had moms, so we also technically know how you feel. Yours too. Do you also collect Torpedo Wraps? But this is different. I had so much fun today solving all of those torpedo-themed clues, and everyone else helped. And none of them have moms either. All of us. We're completely orphans, and that's, you know, something to bond over. That and our Torpedo Wraps. What's your favorite topping? Mine is buffalo chicken. Maybe one day we won't be together anymore, but that's what makes it even more important to be together right now. You never know when you might eat your last Torpedo Wrap, so it's important to eat them all with friends. Like, if we weren't together now, I'd just regret it later. What kind of games do you like to play, Azalea? Well, you spin the Torpedo Wrap, hopscotch, but, you know, all of the things on the ground are made of Torpedo Wrap sauce. Oh, I don't really know. The Torpedo Wraps, they don't spoil, but they're not, you know, the best conversationalists. Then our next game is finding something Azalea likes, besides Torpedo Wraps. She is inundated with those wraps too often. And I understand that you can never have enough Torpedo Wraps, but still, solving tough problems. Why are we talking about Torpedo Wraps so much? Which is why I had so much fun with your puzzles, Azalea. Plus, we had this really nice fresh Torpedo Wrap, freshly made too. The lettuce, the cabbage, the onions. They had green lettuce and red lettuce, and they the purple cabbage, and like it was really leafy Torpedo Wrap. It went straight to my thighs. I guess, but wait, did you just say you got the vegetarian Torpedo Wrap? How could you stomach that? I mean, like, the Torpedo Wrap itself doesn't spoil, but the lettuce absolutely does. It got all, you know, like, dry and soggy. You know, like, normally you'd expect if it got wet to get, you know, soggy, but, like, the drier it gets, the soggier it gets. It's the paradox of the lettuce. Give us another. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Oh, you want me to now? You can't put me on the spot. I need to consume at least 16 Torpedo Wraps. Whoever solves it wins the Torpedo Wrap. Whoa, if you're going to put Torpedo Wraps on the line, then I am absolutely going to bring my A game, boys. But there's only one. I am not giving you any of my experimental wraps. Then you better play to win, so who goes first? Me. I'll do it. I will take the Torpedo Wrap challenge. How can I win if I don't even get to answer? Oh, it's a bygone conclusion. That all worked out rather nicely. They've bonded over the sandwiches. Well, we have to kill Mio now. She is referred to a Torpedo Wrap as a sandwich. That means we need to get another. Can we just, you know, bargain with Zed to get, like, another M? Because, like, this one believes that torpedoes are sandwiches. And, you know, that's just not gonna stand. Gigi very grateful, despite very long tangent about torpedoes. Question of how to find Azalea friends to play with was hardest puzzle of all. Gigi was unable to solve this puzzle for the longest time. Torpedo reps of self were not enough, so that's why Gigi get everyone involved. More hands to carry more torpedo wraps, you see. I think this was a nice opportunity. Let's just watch them for a while. We can see what they do with the torpedo wraps. A completed quest. How incredible. Unsolved riddles. I think we did like 2 quests. An entire hour-long episode, all to do 2 quests. When we talked about torpedo wraps for like
So that's how they're doing.
12 hours. Good for them. Wait, I want to check how old Gigi is because that's incurious. Oh, he's generous, but they have a very, you know, good relationship. Gigi is how, this one? Gigi is 21. Oh my god, I was actually correct. He's like 20 years old. That's incredible. Gigi, what about the other ones? They're only 7. Azalea's is 6. And then Shiner is 8. Oh my god, they're very young. What about you? Fun, grandpa, and child. The Boomer is 70. And Neon is 7. And then Samon is uncountably old. We have no idea how old Samon is. He could be as young as, you know, 16 or as old as 1600. Samon is the original creator of the torpedo wrap. I am ending the episode. This, you know, I said I wanted to extend the episode. I probably got like an extra 20 minutes of content dedicated solely to torpedo wrap. Is this the content you enjoy? Is this why you watch this channel? This is what you get for watching things that are recorded late at night. The nonsensical commentary. But this is what we sign up for. So, on the peak of this precipice. Oh, Mio, just, well, everyone's down here now. Dive bomb onto the street. This episode was, you know, nonsensical, and this is exactly what you're going to sign yourselves up for future side quest focused episodes. Let's talk to Miori before we end things off. Miori, finish this episode strong. Give me some good words to speak. So the city was a Pharaonis this whole time. I had no idea. The fact that it could move was just as much a surprise. It's a surprise to me that there's anything that you don't know, Miori. It means there still might be more city secrets to discover. And isn't that a foreshadowy statement to make, Tyon? Thank you for bringing this episode to a close with the promise of more mysteries. So whether you guys watched for 30 seconds or the entire thing, what's my outro? Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode where we hopefully can outrun the ever-present grip of the torpedo wrap. So I'll see you next time. Later.